We're in today with the GeForce 7900 GTX. This is a 2006 video card with 500 megabytes of VRAM, GDDR3. It's got 650 megahertz on the core clock, 800 megahertz on the memory clock, 256 bits bus width. I'm gonna pair it up with this Intel Core 2 Extreme QX6850 with 4 cores and 4 threads. Let's jump in a couple of games and see how this video card is running with the system. King Kong, meet King Kong. I think this video card is the King Kong of 7 series. Seriously, I will call it like that. From now on, it will be like that. Today, we're gonna test the King Kong of 7 series. Let's take a look and see. Got a weapon for you, yes. It looks okay, you know, for an old game. I think this was not designed to be like the high-end game, you know. I think it was just to promote the movie. But regardless, 7900 GTX with King Kong image meets King Kong game, so 30 FPS. It feels like a movie more, you know, not like a game. 23 FPS, 300 megabytes of VRAM use. I mean, it's using, you know. You have any more scorpions there? Yeah, that's it. One more.
Not bad for a city boy.
Not bad for a city boy. All right, I understand. Okay, so it feels more like an arcade, like a movie game. Seriously, I don't care. I don't care. I like this idea of playing this game with this video card. So left mouse button to break the door. Definitely. I think if you've seen the movie, I think it will be really nice to play the game too. So if you want to have that both interaction between the movie and the game, it will be very interesting. But to do it on a 7900 GTX is the most OG thing ever, seriously. I mean, look at the game. It's not utilizing the CPU. Barely 2 cores are using. Only 1 core at maximum and the rest it's barely used. 320 megabytes of VRAM. It's using something, you know. It's using. I think the MS Afterburner. I recognize 1080p. I recognize 720p. This is not 720p. I think it's lower than 720p. I think it's more like 1024 or something. I don't know. But if we're jumping in Avatar, you can actually see that the game is actually working with this video card. But it's barely holding on 30 FPS. I got 1024 with medium quality because, not gonna lie, this is not the greatest performance. I think I have to choose other video card to see how it's performing. But this game, it's utilizing really nice the CPU, you know. You can actually see there is hope for this computer to be utilized. There is hope for this CPU to find the right games that can access the power of this CPU. But it's 68, 69 degrees, and I'm actually surprised for the first time it's reaching 70 degrees, the CPU. But it's got an Arctic Pro 7 cooler, and I hope it doesn't go more than 70 degrees. But it's being utilized. System RAM 1.1 gig of system RAM. The details are not that bad. I think these games allows you to use different type of settings like 3D or something like that, but I don't know how to do that, and I don't know what I need to have. But I'm 100% sure in the future I will be looking to see how other GPUs and other systems are working with this. This is what I wanted from the GPU, you know. This is what I wanted from the game, you know, to see how they are running and how they are utilizing the resource from the GPU and the CPU, you know. And in this case, the CPU is being utilized, the GPU is being utilized, you know, but not very, I shall say, happy with the performance I get from this. Even if it's lagging, I appreciate it. It's not always bad, you know, if the hardware doesn't hold it too well, you know. It just shows me that I need something else, you know. Overall performance with this game, it's very interesting, seriously. Even though it's lagging, I'm happy there is a nice reaction from the system with this. So you can actually see that it's playable, you know. I mean, if you put lower details, you can actually achieve more. I put it on medium because I wanted to see how it's reacting to the hardware. That's it. I think on low details, it will be even playable. But it will look doggo. I wish I can put everything on maximum to see how it's working. Definitely a great experience in Flatout with this video card. 1080p maximum details, and the game is working really nice. So it's using only half of the VRAM, but it's doing a fantastic job the core. If it's at maximum core load, I will say, yo, why do I go there? The maximum load on the core doesn't influence the performance here. You can see that is giving you hundreds of FPS, and it's a decent performance. No, I'm very impressed on this game, how it's performing with this video card. This is the right game that needs to be put on a video card like this. The cores on the CPU is doing theoretically the job, you know, but can still see that only one or two of them are being used. I will say an overall performance from the system is good. It's not passing 1 gig of system RAM, and it's holding pretty well with this video card. I mean, the temperature is good, under 70 degrees. Damn, it looks fantastic. It runs fantastic. Good MS. You know, what do you expect more from a game? This is actually the first game that I'm trying today that is running really well on 1080p with maximum details. But in Underground 2, with this video card, you can actually see you get nice FPS. Nearly 100 FPS, exactly like in Flatout. But here you can actually see it's under 100 megabytes of VRAM utilized. I think it will load up more the more I go around the city and load up the map. And the core is not fully utilized, so that means it will sit around 60 degrees. That is very good for a video card like this. The age of the video card is influencing my resolution and my performance, because I will trade off the quality just to keep the GPU in check, seriously, because I don't want to ruin this awesome legendary video card, you know. So for my point of view, yeah, priority, I should say stability is more important here. Every time I come in this game and I see that CPU running like this, I realize that CPU is kind of useless, you know. I don't need a quad core. An extreme quad core like this one. A dual core will be just fine. And the system RAM, it's okay with this game, and I have no problems. But an overall performance with this computer and this game, I would say it's fantastic. This is how I would like to play. You know, if I wanted to be OG, keep this resolution that is around 1024 with need maximum details, and that's it. Bye bye. 58 degrees. I'll take that for an old video card like this. I will say that is an extremely good temperature. So 80 FPS is actually okay. I will use VSync, put this whole game to VSync, because 60 FPS it's kind of decent, you know. I don't need more than 60 FPS if you want to play a game like Need for Speed on single player, you know, like quest mode, career and stuff like that. It becomes very arcadey, and I don't need extra FPS to feel that frequency on the monitor. But if I do that, then I will distress the whole system. The system, I mean, the computer doesn't utilize 1-2 cores or something, and that's it. I would say on the system side, it's very achievable with an older machine. So on extreme CPU like this is not needed. You just need something really cheap, and you can actually make it proper, seriously. Does it run Crysis? Last time I was here, I had 1024 with medium details. I will leave it like this. I'm gonna see how it's running like this with 1024 and medium details. Yeah, it's kind of fantastic, because on this small island where I was here, it was running okay, and the moment I turned around, it was lagging with 18 FPS. Okay, so we're gonna take a look and see how it's running with low details, and if it's working okay, then we're gonna see maybe change the resolution or something. I mean, it's using 1.5 gig of system RAM, 2 cores are being utilized at maximum. You can actually see the moment I came on the island, I got like 45 FPS. So with low details, 1024, you can actually use this video card to actually play. Not gonna lie, it's not the right performance I want, you know. This is not exactly what I was thinking, you know. I actually thought this video card is going to do better here, you know, like 60 FPS at least on low details. So yes, overall performance, in Gothic, you can actually see that the video card is doing fantastic. I can actually see that the core is maxed out. Gives me 100 FPS, so there is a chance you can limit the FPS and increase the details, but I just want it on low details to see how it looks, you know. It's very important to understand the performance here. Then from here you can go and adjust it properly how you like it, you know. I think this is the greatest way to see the performance of GPU. I like it. I like this, how it looks. Seriously. I like how it's performing, because if I'm interested on actually playing the game with this video card, I think it will be fantastic to have options, you know. So This is good. But if we're jumping in S.T.A.L.K.E.R, you need to understand with 1080p with maximum details, this GPU can actually push the game. Seriously, look at this. Looks fantastic. The only problem I have is this is static light, you know. So if I go to objective light and maximum light, you know, then I will have a lot of problems. But if I keep it like this with static light, you can actually see that the game is actually running with this video card. It's utilizing half of the VRAM, maximum core load. Overall performance is great. It's not that bad, you know. So I will say the game is doing a fantastic job with the resource that it's got. Aside from the CPU, it's not utilizing the cores, only one core. You know, I think a Pentium or a dual core will do the job here, and 1.5 gig of system RAM. That is good. That is perfect. That's exactly what I need from this game, you know. 1080p with low details. I can actually put more details, but then I know I will have problems. I will keep on low details because then I will see how much and what is loading up here. It's very fluent. It's got MS under 10, and whenever you have MS under 10, dude, the response time is fantastic. It feels very snappy, you know. It feels like you have a proper computer. Seriously. So I will keep it this. I will keep it like this. I don't know why, because it's very exciting sometimes to see this amount of FPS from an old video card. 60-70% load on the core, only 100 megabytes of VRAM utilized in this situation, and that's not a lot, you know. But I'm 100%. You can adjust it to medium details, some stuff, you know, to put it on. Maybe lock it to 60 FPS, and then you will have a decent experience. But having 120 FPS in an old game with an old video card, it's quite fantastic, you know. Every time I see games that are running with 5-7 ms, they are very pleasant to play, because majority of the time I play with low FPS and it pisses me off, you know, because it's lagging. But if I want a game that is utilizing the hardware properly, I can always count on Doom, seriously, because this game actually uses the VRAM. But in this case, I have a problem. 60 FPS limit, only 30% load on the core, 40 degrees on the core of the video card. I will say thank you. Actually, Doom is doing a fantastic job, seriously, utilizing this hardware. Not gonna lie. But after roaming around the map, you can actually see it's not using maximum VRAM. It's only using half of it. But you can actually increase the resolution then, and some quality you will gain, you know. If you put more resolution, then you will get more load and more usage out of your hardware, you know. In this case, 1024 with maximum details is okay. I recommend other video cards that are much cheaper, that has the same performance like this one, and they run more efficient. If you're interested on playing older titles, you know, if you're interested on getting this video card just for the nostalgia or having the right hardware, you know, for collection, yeah, I recommend it. But when it comes to efficiency, just stay away from it. You know, for collection, it's good because it's very valuable, you know. And if you want to build a computer that is very specific, you know, for you, I have a 7900 GTX and it's running with this dual core extreme CPU or some high end with some custom or very rare parts to show off, yeah, I will say that is a very good idea, you know. But aside from that, if you're only focusing on the retro parts of the games, you know, I would recommend something more cheaper, more available, that is not very rare like this video card. Aside from that, I think this video card is extremely awesome. I like this video card because it's got a lot of power. It's very old, 500 megabytes of VRAM in 2006. I would say this is quite an awesome video card overall, you know. And I was very surprised. I mean, not surprised considering how thick is the radiator. You know, I'm happy that the radiator managed to do his job. That's it. I'm happy that it was not overheating. And yeah, that's it. I like it. If you have any suggestion for this video card, I would say, yeah, leave a comment and I will see you very soon.